You.
What's up, guys? You are very welcome to a brand new episode of the Pre-Drinks Podcast brought to you by Slight Motif. What's happening?
She wants a cat. Woo! What's up? We're back, people.
We are
We're
back.
people.
We are back. It's like, what, a month later, we are back to business.
Man, it's been a lot happening, though.
A lot happening. So much, like, summer's happened.
Yeah.
June has been mental.
Yeah.
Like, mental.
First of all, can we give a round of applause to Slight Motif, which is us, for Wilder Now, a successful Wilder Now event.
Yeah, that was sick.
Sold out the Sugar Club.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Man, it was a vibe. It was a vibe. If you weren't there, come to the next one.
Honestly, that was me. I didn't make it, and I was sitting at home looking at everyone's videos, and I was
Yeah.
like, the one night I miss.
Yes.
Yeah, it was a vibe.
So
Some controversial stuff happened, but overall, a successful show.
What happened there? Because I missed it as well.
We don't
I
need
missed
to.
it. And
We
I was
don't
like, I
need
should have been there. But
to. Basically, everyone was just chaotic.
Yeah.
oh, okay.
We have all the videos up on TikTok as well, so you can go watch back.
Oh, what's that?
I don't know. Like, there's so many funny life moments that happen.
There's funny moments that happened from the start. There was one game that didn't go according to plan. There was a little bit of an intermission in this some music issue or some sound issues. But even with all of that,
Yeah.
the energy in the room was incredible. The people showed up.
Yeah.
The guys on stage were all good. The rappers did their thing. The comedians did their thing. Everything was lively. And everyone that's trying to bring us down, you cannot bring us down.
No way.
You cannot bring us down.
No way, bro. No way. That's good.
And we'll just say this: we saw all the stuff that was said on Twitter.
Yeah.
We'll take the constructive criticism and we'll do better, and we'll learn from it. At the end of the day, Wild Now is a comedy show, so we want to keep it lively, we want to keep it vibey, and yeah, that's it.
You're gonna get bashed.
No, we're not.
That's true.
No,
Like,
we're not.
it comes with its events. you
We're
know?
learning from things, man.
Yeah.
You learn from all these things, but at the end of the day, it was a good show, and some stuff happened. We learned from the situations, and we tried to be better from it. Anyways,
Yeah, exactly.
after that, we were lucky to be invited to
Straight to Body and Soul.
Body and Soul. Yeah,
Yes, sick.
went straight to Body and Soul.
Same weekend and everything.
Yeah, it was a
Mad.
vibe. We shout out to Hennessy for sorting us out with press tickets. We managed to get some footage at the Body and Soul. The weather, lads, I'm gonna say this: you went to Primavera in Barcelona,
Yeah.
and I keep saying to myself, okay, we get press tickets to go to these events, but sometimes going to festivals in Ireland, guys. You just get there in the middle of summer and it's lashing rain. The rain that came down was not. Oh my
Why?
god!
Why?
And I asked
Why
myself,
today?
why aren't people giving us press tickets to go to Primavera? Why aren't you giving us
That'll
press
be
tickets to go
next
to
year.
Primavera
That'll
and
be next
Barcelona?
year.
All of these.
We have to start somewhere.
You have to start somewhere, but no. And shout out to Hennessy for sorting out the tickets. It was a good day out. The Irish acts that we saw perform at were sick. We saw Celavita and Bayo, we saw Salome, Tebby Rex and the boys. I think I'm forgetting a few more, but Kneecap, the guys that rap in Irish, we
Yeah.
saw them. They were
I
were
heard their
there.
set was very good.
It was the amount of people that they had on that main stage, and it was raining, and people were still standing out there in the rain singing their songs.
Oh, wait, rapping in Irish.
Yeah, they rap in Irish. Yeah, yeah, it's
Wow.
crazy.
They're from up north.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Like, the energy that they had out was incredible. I'm just saying to myself, how are these people? Because I was getting a burger and they were rapping, and I was kind of under a shelter, and I was seeing these people. It was raining. I was seeing these people, and they were just standing there in the rain. It's just mad to see that all of these Irish acts and able to do main stage and festivals. So big up to all of them, man. A big round of applause for all of those men as well.
Definitely. You don't have to actually. We have that all here.
And you've probably heard another voice there. State your name. Let you introduce yourself, man.
Oh yeah, I'm Bayo now. You know, Natural B, aka Bayo, because I'm slowly taking away the natural.
I was just about to say, have we got a bit of a switch up?
Yeah, I have. You know, so like natural, I feel like I've outgrown that. So I'm just gonna go with Bayo. You know. Yes, keep it African.
Bayo joining us on the couch and preaching
Yes.
show.
First time here.
You are
Thank
very
you,
welcome
guys.
to the show.
Thank you guys very much.
Thanks for coming as well, man.
You all looking good.
You
Everyone
too,
in
man.
the
You
room.
too. I
Everyone
see
in the room.
all of us are wearing shades because last night was a bit of a mad one. So if
Yes.
you see the footage and you're wondering why are we wearing shades? Because
Yes.
We are dead.
yeah, we're recovering. We're
Recovering.
we're still out here trying to release this content after
Yeah.
after
After a heavy night.
a heavy night.
Where was everyone at yesterday?
I was at home, bro.
I started.
Yeah, I was scratching my eye. I said, how am I gonna do this? Damn, you know what I mean? With the hay fever, because it's summer, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Yeah.
bad.
I
So
s-
bad.
I started off the day at Red Cup. It was a day party
Oh, yeah?
down in like Inchicore,
Mhm.
and then that was vibey. The weather was fantastic.
Yeah, it was nice.
Drinks was nice. Everything was. The music was good. DJ Wax was there. Wasn't only DJ Wax. There was
Poison, Daily.
what's
Daily
the
there?
other guys?
Did I see Jesse was there?
Jesse. Yeah,
Or
Jesse was
did
there,
he
but he
do the
wasn't
after
DJing.
party?
He wasn't DJing. No.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Okay.
There was a few DJs. There's a few different DJs there, and then after that, I went to one of my friends' birthday party. After that, then I went to Red.
Oh my God, Tolu was outside.
Yeah.
Be easy, bro.
So these shades are on my face for a
Wow.
reason. But you know it's summertime, and in the winter you're gonna be complaining there's no event. You're gonna be
I
inside.
know,
So
I know
Yeah.
that you have to make the most of
make
it.
the
It's
most of
like-
this weather, man, because we
That's
don't
true.
get 20 degrees weather like
I
all the
know.
time. So
We can like hibernate in winter.
Fact.
yourself, what were you up to?
I was at Red's house yesterday.
I saw you there.
It's the first time I've been since it's moved to the
Sound
sound
house,
house.
yeah. It's what? How do you feel about it in the sound house?
I don't know, because when I was getting ready yesterday, I was like I was buzzing for it all day
Yeah.
yesterday, such a good vibe. And then I was getting ready, and I was like, like thinking to like what I know Red's house as, and I was kind of like, I wish it was still in Yamamori.
Yeah.
Like Yamamori was just
That I think the
cutesy.
Yamamori venue. I really like the Yamamori venue.
Yeah.
I need to get used to the in sound house.
Sound
as
house.
well. Why? Because it's
Like
smaller.
sound house is cute, but like it was a sweatbox in there last night
Yeah,
as
it's
well.
always-
so
yeah.
the go
Yeah.
upstairs, downstairs. Yeah, but sometimes everyone stays upstairs
But
and there's
there's-
no one downstairs.
Yeah.
Or
When I walked in
Yeah.
yesterday, and like the main part of it was like
empty.
dead. There
I
was
was
like
thinking,
4
oh,
people at the bar, and I'm
yeah.
like, I'm here at 12.
Yeah.
There is no
No,
one
wait,
here.
yeah.
I was like, this is going to be a shit
Shit.
night.
Yeah, that's what I
Went
thought.
upstairs, could
was-
not move, could not get
move.
out
Everyone
the
was
door.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it was lit though.
It's good.
Yeah.
Also, I want to say a big shout out to this. That I think his name is Hype Man Wheezy. He was like,
Oh my God, he was on one last
yeah, he was.
On one.
He was just like, you know, when the songs come on and he's just like hyping everything up. I think we need that. Like in Nigeria, yeah. I went on holidays. I've been going back to Nigeria for Christmas and twice in the last 2 years, and
Yeah.
I've gone clubbing and stuff there.
Lucky
And
you,
that's
bro.
where I seen people using hype men
Yeah.
as like in clubs.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
usually not. It's not that common here in Ireland,
Yeah.
but it's actually. I think it's the best thing ever, man.
Really?
Yeah, I think those hype men.
I saw
he just
Huggy Bear.
gassed
Huggy Bear do
things
hype.
up.
Like so, it's between this guy and Huggy Bear then, because Huggy Bear was crazy.
Oh, is he doing it as well?
Yeah, he did hype man for Slick 2 weeks ago, and we all like,
Yeah.
like the hype
Yeah.
man is like a show.
Yeah,
You know?
it's a show. Yeah, it's a show. Yeah.
100%. Because that's I've seen people do it before, where like they're just kind of vibing with the songs or like trying to get people to interact. But last night, oh my
It
God,
was crazy.
crazy. Like
It was like a
crazy.
performance as the tracks are playing.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like I'm watching this guy like, come
Yeah.
on,
Yeah.
come on.
Brilliant.
Yeah, so shout out to
Um,
him, anyways.
Did you manage to catch any of the performers last night?
No, because I was at my friend's birthday party beforehand, so I
you
came
got there
late.
just
Oh,
late.
okay.
Did you
yeah.
get there for the performance?
I did, but they closed the upstairs area to get everyone to go down for the performances.
Yeah.
But because we were trying to go outside at that time, so we went down the front and we were like, oh, we'll take our time, like, because there's loads of performers to get through, don't know who's starting, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
So next of all, I'm standing outside and Fortune and Danzy come out and I'm like, oh, what time's your performance at? Like, I want to go in and catch it.
Yeah.
Oh, we're done. I was like,
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I got talking to Red and he said, I think it was 1-2 tracks
we
each.
only have 1 or 2 tracks each.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah,
Jeez.
Fillmore's on now and then Travis and else. And I was like, girls, inside.
Yeah.
Let's go
Inside. I
now.
was like, we've missed everyone.
Wow.
Travis, like all of those, like he had a lot of people there.
Yeah.
So to try and get everyone to do like proper 2 or even more
Yeah.
3 sacks, like, or 4
Yeah.
tracks, because you're interacting with the crowd and all that kind of stuff. You don't have enough time to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they want that. Like, they want you to interact with them. They
Yeah.
just don't want the songs, you know?
Mm.
Yeah.
They want it-
So
Let's
I
hear
think
it.
it's
Huh.
to fit everyone in, you could only do 1 or 2 tracks,
Mhm.
but
Yeah.
it's nice to see that every single performance you're learning from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm sure it was bittersweet. Like, you know, I wish we had, you know, one
More
more
time.
song. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
they probably love the energy.
Yeah. See, that's the thing, but then it's also a club night as well. It's not a performance, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
And like that's, I've liked seeing that starting to come into play now where like nightclubs and they're bringing in like performers to do a couple of tracks
Tracks,
or
yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Because it kind of just changes things up and then like people that might not go to a gig and then you're getting a tester of different artists and stuff
Yeah.
like that, you know?
Yeah. It's way more better than in the pubs anyways.
Oh,
Yeah.
Remember
people
back
do
in the day? Yeah. Doing
people
a
going to a show in a pub.
that's the worst, bro. That's the
Um,
worst.
The first time I ever saw Travis Scott was in a club in LA. He came out and did 4 tracks.
Stop it.
Jeez.
And
I love how you just say that so casually.
yeah,
Just in a club in LA.
but
we're
like,
just in the
Travis
see
club,
the way,
Scott was there.
yeah, no, you see
Club.
where you see Travis Nelson, all these boys are just doing 2 or 3 tracks.
Yeah.
That's a regular thing in America where an artist will get whatever a quick club appearance fee of like, I don't know, could be like 40K or whatever.
Yeah.
And they come out, do 3 or 4 tracks. It was those 3 or 4 tracks. He did Goosebumps, all of those, the 4 latest tracks that you
Yeah.
can think of right there and
Yeah.
then. And it was, the club was like on the top floor of they have clubs in like it's like a shopping mall,
Wow.
like a top floor of that
Shopping
mall.
center, yeah.
Shopping center. And the ground was like going like this. I thought the floor was going, I
Come
thought I was
on.
going to lose my life.
Come on.
I thought I was going to lose my life in this place. And it was one of the best experiences of my life. So all of those club appearances and stuff, what I'm saying is that in the future, there's going to be 1 or 2 of them that are going to be like absolutely incredible. And people are going to be thinking about them in like
Yeah.
5 or 6 years' time. Remember when they did, I don't know, imagine this, okay, let's just say
Remember when
they
they
did
did the
22.
Soundhouse? Yeah.
Exact
you know what I mean?
Soundhouse or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Imagine when they did Soundhouse. Like, so I just think that people should keep doing them because
Yeah, definitely adds to it.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Another thing that was on the Soundhouse this week was the Jameson Connect series. So that started for the month of July. I was at
You
it
made it,
there
yeah?
on Wednesday. Yeah. All the girls were out in force. We had Mia Yermesh, Aluna, we had Tamika, and Mona Lisa was DJing.
yes.
So, like, I mean, it was a Wednesday, so it wasn't like...
Yeah, but it still looked incredible.
It was really
looked really
good.
well.
It was really good. The performances were amazing. Like that, everyone was outside though, so they ended up moving Mona Lisa upstairs. So
Okay.
she started her set inside, but everyone had like dipped, so they were like, "No, let's move."
Move there.
Yeah. So they let it go on for a little bit longer as well. So it was really, really good.
What do you, I'm going to put you on the spot. Who was the best performer of the night?
That's
Go
so
on.
hard. Like,
Don't think about it.
do you know what? No. Do you know who
don't
my
stand
no,
on
no,
the fence
no,
now.
no, no. I'm not going to stand on the fence. I know exactly who my answer is. My answer is Tamika because I've been dying to see her for years.
Nice.
Okay,
Nice.
yeah.
I like
She
ever
agrees.
since I started hearing her music and she started sending her songs on to me, I was
Yeah.
just like, oh my god, her voice, like the soulful kind of
Yeah.
jazzy aspect of
Ooh.
everything.
Ooh.
But then like she moved and I'm like,
She's in London now,
I
isn't she?
can't get to like see her perform and stuff like that. And then
Yeah.
like this is her first time performing in Ireland in a year.
Wow.
So I like
I really wanted to go. I was sick.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't sick. I had a doctor's appointment the next day, and I was in Waterford, so I couldn't leave Waterford
Make
to
it
come back. Yeah,
and then go
Yeah.
back.
yeah.
Yeah. So that's there's more on this week. There's who have we got performing this week? Negro and Pacto, Pat
Pat
Lagoon, Jesse's DJing. Who's the other act?
Is Danzy?
No, that's the week after.
After.
Oh my god. I'm gonna
What
have
do you
to
think
look
about
this up.
Jameson? Why are Jameson putting this on a Wednesday night?
They do it on a Wednesday every year.
Why
they don't
though?
learn.
Yeah.
Why don't they
Like-
just put it on a Friday night?
Do you know what? I feel like when they started doing it first, because it was during lockdown and they were doing it outside,
Right.
They got everyone because people couldn't go out. You had nowhere to go.
Yeah.
And then it was in the upstairs, so
Yeah.
it was small and
Yeah.
it like looked
Intimate,
packed,
like,
you know.
packed.
But now it's like everyone's back in work. Like everyone's outside anyway. We
Let's switch up,
change
you know?
the day.
Yeah.
If they made it a Friday night, I reckon they would pack
Sell
out
out.
the sound house. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'd say the Soundhouse doesn't have any Friday nights
Left,
to
yeah.
Yeah.
Sound house is jam packed.
jam packed. Let me see if I can find out who the other guest is.
So, for yourself, Bayo,
What's up?
Oh,
What-
it's Joe Vinci.
any who's
Joe Vinci.
Joe
Joe
Vinci? Oh,
Vinci.
Joe Vinci.
Joe
Yeah.
Vinci.
I'm sorry.
Nah, Joe Vinci's hard. Joe Vinci's hard.
Yeah.
Really, I really like Joe Vinci.
Yeah.
Yeah. But for yourself, man,
It's good.
how are you getting on? Talk to us about music, man.
I'm just.
Talk to us about this transition from natural B to bio.
Yeah. It's like, because I've had natural beat for so long, and the subject or the topic of my songs kind of they're not changed. It's just that the texture has changed.
The texture.
Like I feel like
Yeah.
I have changed.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Growth.
Yeah, I have changed, so I can't pretend to be natural B anymore. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm who I am.
Natural B
I'm
is
bio.
no longer natural.
You know, when you start having conversation with your dad on another level, you know you've changed.
Yeah.
Because he's not talking
You're not
down on you.
down. Yeah. You're an
He's
equal.
like, it's like
Yeah.
you need to do this and that. I'm like, oh wow. So yeah, you know, that's it. And then I feel like I need to take I've always wanted to own the Afrobeat lane
yeah.
in Dublin, but there wasn't.
It's not
The
enough
audience
people.
was always there,
Yeah.
but like there was not enough of us.
Yeah.
So now there is enough of us, you know, to
Mhm.
like carry the sound.
Afrobeat is trending right now.
Exactly.
It is trending.
You know, so-
thanks to like the Burda Boys, the Wizkids,
Big
the
ups.
O'Malley's, all them boys.
They popped
Give
it
a little
up.
freaking thingy
They
for
popped
them
it up.
boys.
They popped it up.
Thanks to all them boys, like it's trending and they're doing their thing. So
Yeah.
I feel like if there's people in other countries that want to
Mhm.
keep that sound going,
Yeah.
it's this the right time to be able to like start doing it.
Exactly. You see
Yeah.
a lot of people going to tour in Berlin and like in Poland. You're like, wait, who's in Poland? Like who's
I'm-
listening to Afrobeat over
I'm
there?
about to go to an Afrobeat festival August Bank Holiday weekend in Berlin.
No way.
Berlin?
Yeah. Asha K's at it, O'Malley. There's
Yeah.
a few big artists that are going.
Yeah.
It's in Berlin, so I'm looking forward to it. Yeah.
Wow. Is this a new festival or is this something
Yes,
that's been existing?
it's the second year it's happened. So it happened, I think, last year, and this is the second year. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be like a massive thing. So it's obviously growing. It's not like as big as Afro Nation. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll they're gonna get to an Afro Nation
No.
level. Afro Nation has just gone to a
They're
different
gone.
level now.
Huge,
But
huge.
it's the fact that you have all these little festivals popping up in random countries, like
That's it.
that's crazy.
It gives us something to like aspire to, like,
Yeah.
want to play there. You know?
So just I was listening to your project in 2022,
Yeah.
and on that project you had Afrobeat, you had a dance track, you
Yes.
had like a bashment kind of soundtrack.
Yes.
You had like all under one project.
Yes. Yes.
So can you please tell me
Mm.
creatively what were you thinking
What were you
about
thinking?
when you had all of those sounds in
Put
one
it
album?
out. Put it out.
Just
That was
put
what I was thinking. Yeah, because like at the time I recorded them, it was like, artistically, you go through the sounds, you go through times where you want to do this and you want to do that, and then I didn't get a chance to put them out individually. So I just thought, because I knew I wanted to do Afrobeat, like do a couple of Afrobeat back to back, but I had the songs and I couldn't get them out of my system. So I like, I'm gonna put them all out and then just start the Afrobeat thing. So 2020. I just like pushed them in.
in one project.
Put them in and like let people react to it. Funny enough, people reacted to the dance track. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And then obviously the Afrobeat, I was like, okay. So now I'm actually thinking, funny, it's good you brought that up because now I'm thinking, how can I fuse Afrobeat and dance? Because I know Irish people fuck with dance.
Yeah.
So it's like, how can we do that? I know people are already doing it, but how can we make it our own here? That's the sound I'm going for
that's
in
kind
the
of been-
2024.
Is there somebody can? I feel like I don't know what in my head. I feel like that doesn't seem crazy. I feel like it's been done. Something similar has been done.
Like
Subtly.
subtly, yeah.
has
it's
been done. Like a dance Afrobeat has been.
yeah.
Should it
Well,
like,
you can say you can essentially say Amapiano
Is dance.
is dance and
Yeah.
Afrobeat. Yeah.
Yeah.
but there's a lot of like Afro house and stuff that's
Yeah,
starting to come
yeah.
out at the moment
Yeah,
as well. So
exactly.
that's kind of touching on it or starting to like branch it out a
Yes.
little
That's
bit.
where I'm going with it.
You're
Yeah.
trying to go.
That's-
So
that's
you're trying to
where
do Amapiano.
Yes.
Okay.
But like I really want the Irish to like, because I went to college with a lot of house producers, so like they're
Yeah.
in Tramline and they're in the clubs doing this,
Mhm.
this. And when I go out to them or when they send me the tracks, I'm like, cool. It doesn't interest me
It's
at
me,
all.
yeah.
You know, I'm like, it sounds good for them. And then when I send them Afrobeat stuff or pop stuff, they're like, cool.
Sounds cool.
You know,
So how do you make them both merge?
Can we do a thing and then make it
So that's that. That's literally that Afro house. I'm a piano sound.
so that was why I went for that mash of sounds, like just see
Yeah.
what people react to.
Reacted to. Can I ask just like a general question kind of based on that? Because I was only talking about this with one of my friends the other day.
Yeah.
That people don't appreciate albums the way they used to.
Yeah.
So like you're an artist, you've created an album, you've put songs in a certain order for a certain reason. You want to get your story across or like the vibe or whatever.
Yeah.
But no one's going to listen to it in that way.
Yeah.
People are going to listen to a few songs or people are going to shuffle
Mm-hmm.
the album. Like that
Yeah, right. Yeah.
baffles me.
That is heartbreaking. Yeah, go on.
For me,
Yeah.
when I'm listening to an album the first time, I listen to it straight through. And then the second or third time, I might then do...
Pick out your favourite songs.
Yeah, but I always listen straight through the first time. What about you?
I listened to the based on the title. So I would listen to the first track and then I was like, okay, which title kind of like jumping out of me, and I'll go to that. So I never really, like back in the day we used to like, when you listen to Confession, Usher, when I used to listen to Akon, you listen to them through.
Yeah.
But now it's just like, bang, bang, you're like, I'm jumping through the tracks. Oh, that one looks cool, let me listen to it. And then once it matches your expectation, you kind of maybe go for the next track. And then when the next track doesn't match your expectation, then you kind of bounce,
Yeah.
you know?
Just into the mic, bro.
Oh yeah, and then you kind of,
sounds okay.
so you keep I keep bouncing around. So it depends on the artist.
Yes. That's one thing I was going to say as well.
If
I agree with
it's
that.
Asher K now, I'll be like, yeah, listen to it. Like, I just let it play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because obviously he's on it. Or Burna Boy, I'll be like, but
Yeah.
even Burna Boy, I'll be like, that one's, I don't need that energy right now.
Yeah.
I want something mellow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then he gives you that mellow. You're like,
I
oh,
think
yes.
for Afrobeats, would more actually bounce through different tracks.
Yeah.
But for like Kendrick Lamar and someone like that,
Yeah.
I feel like I have to listen in.
But that's so true because the artists that are actually telling you a story to the ones that
Yeah.
just
Storytelling artists,
Yeah.
like to the ones that it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
they're still telling you a story, but it's
It
not
doesn't
like
have to
you
be
have to go
concise,
from
yeah.
start to
Exactly.
finish. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. And,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
No,
interesting.
you made a point,
though.
Kelly. You said people making albums versus making like dropping singles. Because it is expensive to drop albums, and if you want to do it that way, so I think that's why people shy away from dropping a lot of albums. It's just singles.
I think, but I also see this trend of some artists dropping albums, but without even dropping a single to push the album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, what is that about? Like, what? How are you? You're dropping an album, but you haven't dropped any singles for like 6 months, and then will that not affect how many people
Listen
run
to
to the
it.
album because
Yeah.
they haven't heard any singles to see? Oh, this. This
Oh,
single
we
is
have to
pop-
listen to the whole album and find out what the single is.
Yeah,
Exactly. That's
It's
I
a
don't
new.
know.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's-
I think it works for
yeah.
like really A-list artists, but everyone else, please drop
It's
singles.
not working.
yeah. You have to like get into the game again. I was talking because I had a couple of years where I wasn't dropping anything.
Yeah.
That's why I put in 2020. I just put lots of songs in there, bang, and I was like, I just want people to listen to me, like just grab their attention, and then start building. Like then I start dropping one or two. Now I'm still trying to get that buzz back because people. It's attention. It's an attention game.
Yeah.
Yeah. But as music's become so disposable at the moment as well, where the likes of that people just dropping whole albums and they're going, well, which one's going to grasp on, or like which one's going to get the TikTok attention,
Yes.
or because realistically, it's not your single and people like vibing to your single or being attracted to the single. It's which is going to be the 30 seconds that everyone's going to hold on to.
Exactly. Yeah.
So you could be trying to push this one song on people, but then they're going for this other song that you were like, no one's going to even listen to that.
Yeah.
Do you know? So it's just
The amount of times I hear artists say that the song that popped off, they never thought that was their best song, and they're like, and some of them are saying, I don't even like performing that song.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
how do you say you don't like performing that song, and that song is so lit? Like,
It's so true. It's so true.
do you have a song that you feel like people reacted to really well, but you didn't actually like that much?
My very first song, my very first single, it was like that. Recorded it, blah blah blah. We recorded it in Temple Bar, and then the whole team was fucking with it. they released it, everyone's like, yeah, this is so good, blah blah. And I was like, oh my god, it's like it's the worst one. I was like, in my opinion, I was like, that's the shittiest one out of all the stuff that we did. But people decide, like we don't decide.
Yeah.
So they decide which one they want to back, and then they obviously push that, and then obviously put me on the map. But I was like, we could have done You're a Star. We could have done so much other stuff, but.
Were you just feeling that way because it was your first song that you put out? Like, were you just being too self-critical of yourself to actually appreciate it?
Maybe, but you know yourself as an artist, like, you know, even if it's you're writing a paragraph, or even if it's a college work, you know which one you like, and then the teacher goes, do it again, or do something. You're like, put so much. That one.
It's always the one that you're so proud of.
Yeah, you're like,
and they're like, no,
do it again. It's like, if you're like they're hating on you, you're like, do it again, just because it's good. Yeah.
Yes, they're trying to push you to like get your extra little bit. Yeah.
Well, why don't they do it then? I just put this time in to do it. Why don't you come and do it?
Yeah, exactly. I always feel like that. Why don't you come and do it?
So, Bayo, talk to us about the start.
Okay.
Talk to us about the journey, like how 2018 is. When did you start? Like, when did you start releasing?
2009.
2009.
2008. That's when I dropped my first single. And then, I've been in the game. I've seen everyone come and go.
Damn.
Yeah. So the only person that's still there, I think is strong, is Slick Bullet. That's why I bring him up. Because he was always around when I was coming up. Yeah. You know, so since then, I've just been, old enough. Old enough to have like...
That's really do the maths. 2009.
Exactly, so I'm old enough to not get jealous or feel like when I see new artists, new rapper coming up, I'm just like, cool. Like, I love energy. Let's see if you're going to be here in 10 years, you know? So, go ahead. You want to say something?
Just like you've seen the scene from nothing.
Yeah.
Like nothing.
Yeah.
To where it is now. Like, how did you keep persevering and keep going?
Because there wasn't a lot of mental issues. Yeah, that's true. That's true because everybody that I'm emailing now and they're responding, I've emailed them like constantly for years.
But that sounded like there wasn't even that many platforms at the time. Like who were the ones that you were reaching out to? There was no district. Hot Press weren't looking at like
Slight Motif wasn't there.
Slight Motif didn't exist.
There was nothing. Yeah,
the mainstream radio stations weren't.
You had to pay them. You had to pay them to get anything. You know.
Fair play to you.
Now I feel like right now it's starting to look a little bit healthier.
Hell yes.
And there's places where artists can go and just talk about their art, and there's places where you can get radio placements.
Yes.
We've got like representation in the likes of RTE and people that you can kind of connect with. So it's definitely a healthier scene. But what do you think about working with other artists in the scenes? You still feel it's a little bit like...
Yeah, that's always going to be the same because artists always want to work with whoever is...
They're friends with, like...
You're friends with, or whoever is popping, whoever has the boss, because then you always want to match your music with that. But you reach out to a lot of people and they're like, yeah, cool, I'm not really on that sound now, we'll get back to you, blah, blah, blah. And then as soon as you drop something that seems a bit successful, they're like, oh yeah, cool, what about that track? Let's do it. Because you always have to look at yourself as a brand and as consumer. Like you have to look at it as a business because I don't want to do a song with, like I've featured my brother a couple of times. And that was intentional because I actually want to bring him onto the scene, let him do his thing. So if he catch fire, I know he will. He can always reach back and be like, Bayo, get on this song. Let's pop. So that's where I see it.
You have to bring, that's the kind of stuff you need to be doing. Pulling yourself up with your boys and your family and people like
100%.
that.
100%. 100%.
What's, because like obviously you've been in the game for a long time. What's like I don't know if I'm going to phrase this right, like the shortest career span you've seen from another artist?
Ooh, that's a really good question.
One track, hardly. One track.
One track and they're gone. Oh my God. I feel like, shortest, I have to come back to you on that one, but there's been many people that it's just 1-2 tracks and they just kind of
and they're just
dip.
like nah.
They just kind of dip, or you can see that the fire is gone after, like they're not really thinking that they can do it, so they just start like featuring nobodies, like featuring people that they're way better than,
Mm.
Do you get me? It's like there's no point because they're not pushing you.
So yeah.
Yeah.
They're not pushing you.
Who's your favorite producer in the game at the moment?
Right now,
Mm-hmm.
at home, I used to really like Ifo because he was doing a lot of Afrobeat and hip hop.
iPhone.
Yeah, Ifo, I think it's from Tyler or something.
Okay.
But yeah, he kind of, I haven't heard from him. I haven't really, like, he kind of dropped the ball. But maybe he's working on something, like working on an album with someone.
Yeah.
What's this guy's camp? I think Cello's camp is doing really well.
Yeah.
Like, I really want to go in and write with them. I was invited to write with them and stuff like that. But I'm waiting for the time to actually do
Yeah.
it.
To do
You know, talk is different. You know what I mean? To actually get in the room.
Is there a lot of writing camps in Dublin?
There's a lot now, yeah. Really, yeah.
Really?
There's a lot now. What's it called?
Interesting.
Tommy was obviously just came home from Nigeria, blah blah.
Yeah.
And he's got these two wizards.
Tommy. Yeah.
He's got these two producer wizards that I'm trying to get into the room and get them to do a beat for me.
His last two
sick.
tracks, last two tracks.
They are sick.
So
yeah.
hard.
So
Yeah,
good.
so
So
good, yeah.
good.
No, you guys, you need to be on the watch out for Tommy because he played those like maybe 20 tracks.
Yeah.
And we're like, that's one album, that's one EP, and that's
Yeah.
All
two
hard.
singles. It's crazy. Maybe like one we didn't like. The whole room was like that one.
Yeah.
But everything else, sick.
Hard.
That's, I feel like he's on his grind at the moment.
Yeah.
Like he's like ready to just bang,
go,
bang, bang,
yeah.
bang, bang.
Yes.
And I think he's also, I was talking to him at JLOL's listening party, and he was
Yeah.
saying he just came back from Nigeria, and
Yeah.
because he's doing like Afrobeat, Afro swing sound. So when he
Yeah.
goes back to Africa and he's like connecting with all these producers and stuff,
Yeah.
you come back all like super motivated and like
Yeah.
inspired.
Yeah.
So he's just, I feel like he's just ready to like,
I caught that vibe off
Awesome.
him. I caught that vibe from
yeah.
Yeah, it was. He was actually calling me before he came. He was like, "You need to go out." I was like, he was like, you know, so we send each other songs and music, but beats and stuff.
Yeah.
And like, "You need to go out. Just go out." You know,
Yeah.
like, yeah, I like being at home and being in my own bag. He's like, "No, go out, network," because he's like, "You're still relevant. The
Yeah.
music
Yeah.
you're sending me is still dope." Like, you
Yeah.
know. So yeah, I took his advice.
What's
Yeah.
the, how do you find the balance between, because I hear that there's some artists that are homebirds,
Yeah.
but then also to do this thing, you need to be
Mm.
outside.
You need to
But
be
then
outside.
you're a real family man as well.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
so
How do you balance?
obviously that's not like as easy enough to just like your kids are at home and you're like, oh, I have to go out and like mix with these people and that people and
Yeah, it's tough. You have to make the decision. You know?
Yeah.
Like when I was coming here, they were like, "Daddy, don't go," and I'm like,
Aw.
"I have to go." What? And they like wanted me to explain what I
Yeah.
was going to do, so I had to show them. I was like, "Remember last night I was watching this podcast?" Da, da, da. They were like, "With the mics?" I was like, "Yeah, with the mics." You know. And then, what would you be talking about? Then I was like, "I'll be talking about my music." You know,
Yeah.
every time they hear somebody or song that they like on telly, they're like, "Daddy, is that you? That's you. That's you." That sounds like that's. Not, I wish that was me.
Nah, that's good vibes, man. That's good. That's good vibes. That's good vibes. Inspiration.
Inspiration, yeah, that's where it is. That's where it is.
Okay.
Oh my God.
What'd you say, 2 minutes?
33 minutes.
So much fun.
Okay.
Man, time is flying.
Yeah.
Time flies, honestly. What's kind of in the pipeline for you now? Like, are you looking at kind of more performances? Or are you looking at releasing more music and kind of bringing Bayo to the forefront more?
Yes, definitely. I feel like I'm gonna drop one or two more. I already start, messaging people about putting it all together. I love to like whoever. Obviously, when I was at Slick, they were like, "When are you gonna do your own headline show?" I was like, "Not yet." You know what I mean? So maybe I said next year, next summer. So between now and then, for me, it's just drop back-to-back singles. Try to push it as much. Try to make it as successful as I can. So when I do the show, there will be songs to perform that people actually like know.
Yeah.
Or like, yeah, I've heard that song. Yeah, I know that song.
Okay.
So it's just features, drop singles, no albums.
Yeah.
Just drop singles, and then 2024, I can do like a headline show. But it's easier said than done. So I think the way I could do it is probably just feature a lot.
Yeah.
Do like what Lil Wayne and them used to do back then, or T-Pain. They'll drop one single or two and just feature
on loads
everyone.
of people.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
So they're everywhere. You're like, oh my God, they have a
You're
new
connecting
song.
with different people's fans bases as
Exactly.
well.
So that's me and Slick. I'm really excited about the work me and Slick did last week. It's so hot.
Yeah.
So like, thanks for him. Like he let me just lead the song. He wasn't like hating. So he let me like literally spill my mind on that.
Yeah.
So we're hoping to drop that like this summer.
Okay.
So that's one, and I have one coming up, hopefully in August as well. So
I see this guy Sam OG that
yeah,
you've worked with a couple of times, I think.
yeah. Samo G is my brother.
That's your brother?
My blood brother, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was
That's
like,
what we was talking about
yeah, I was
earlier.
like,
Yeah.
I've been seeing this guy's name on a few of your things, yeah.
Yeah.
You like him?
Yeah, he's good, right? He's good. That's why I brought it up.
Yeah. So obviously he lives in London, so it's different to move with him not being here. But it's good. It's good that he's doing music and he's over there, because obviously whatever he's doing over there is the same. We can just go over.
Okay.
He wants to do an album. He wants me to come down for a weekend and just record.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no time yet, so I will go down and just mash a couple of songs.
Need to go down and
do it.
just a full week.
Have
50 tracks.
Crazy. And he has a home studio, so like when I send him beats, he sends me them the same night. I'm like, I'm not even ready. I have to book a session or something. He's like, bro, I'm ready. Let me send you the track.
Have you been over to him in London yet? No.
No, not at all. But he likes traveling, so I'm like, yeah, you just come over.
Yeah.
So he's always over. So it's like, I don't need to come to you.
Yeah.
We finish on some quick fire questions.
Quick fire?
Off you go.
Right. Okay. So I say quick fire, but usually this I don't end up being quick fire. So if there's
No, we used
what? Okay.
Okay.
I'll
put
try
a
for
timer. Yeah,
timer.
but they always end up being discussions.
Yeah.
He like gets two out, and then the third one's always like a debate.
So, any artist that you really want to work with, apart from Slick Bullet, because I know you've been in the studio with him, an artist that you really want to work with in Ireland.
Off the bat, you only have 5 seconds. Let's go.
Blah, 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 blah. Fuck. I really want to work with Sella.
Cello. Zeda.
Sella? What's her name? Maya?
Sella May.
Yeah, Sella Vida Mai.
I
Sella
really want
Vida
to work
Mai,
with her. Yes, because she's been there a while.
Yeah.
Really want to work with her. I nearly did. It nearly happened on More Fire, but it wasn't the time.
Yeah.
The timing was wrong. So yeah, her.
Okay. If you were to go as a support act for one of the a major Afrobeat artists that's already out right now, which artist would you want to be?
Ooh.
Shit. It would be probably Davido.
Davido.
Yeah,
Okay.
probably Davido. I mean, Ashake would be probably someone is
Poppin'.
other people, but
He's coming to Dublin in
Yeah.
a few months, so like
You're just gonna have to talk.
I need to
Talk to
them,
management.
Yeah, definitely. But I feel like that would be so competitive though to get
Yeah.
into. But
100%.
you have to be in it. You have to
Yeah.
be in it to get it. Hopefully, I can do. I think Two Face is coming, but I know they're OGs.
Two Face is coming to Dublin.
Two Face is coming to Dublin.
What?
So yeah, I'm
Crazy.
talking to them to see, just get me on the stage, because the audience would be like, "Oh yeah, who's this kid?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Davido. Shout out to Davido.
Davido,
Has a
shout
few.
out to Davido,
His
yeah,
name has been trending out at the moment.
Yeah.
Some
Big
people
fan.
saying he has a few extra kids around. Well, we
Why
won't-
not?
We won't bring
He's
that.
allowed. He's allowed.
He's a
He's allowed.
married man with extra
No.
He's
kids.
allowed.
No.
That's an African thing, bro. That would never.
Look, he's speaking
You're
for
gonna
himself,
start
bro.
digging yourself into a hole here.
He's
You're
not
gonna
even
go
a hole.
home.
It's not a hole. It's not a hole. It's just what it is. Like we just choosing not to do
He's
it.
like, it's not me, but like
It's
other men.
other men
It's
do
not
it.
me,
We're
but
just
other
choosing
men.
not to do it. Like do what our forefathers and our fathers did. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, Davido's on. That's on you, not on me.
But if anybody can do it, it's them. You know,
Yeah.
they have the funds. Like they don't even see the wives.
Yeah, but the
like,
problem is
or the kids.
he's having kids with all these people, and his dad is a billionaire,
Mhm.
so they're all entitled to billionaire money now.
Yeah. it
That's
is.
why everyone's getting pregnant for him, because
Yeah.
like for the best.
Exactly. Like my granddad had like maybe 10 wives and like 32 kids and more. That's just normal. Like once you're successful in Africa, women attach themselves to you. You're not gonna fend them off. You're
Well,
just saying,
10 is a lot, though.
yeah, like
I
crazy.
swear.
Like I think my.
But they're
grandma's
probably
the
not even
second.
looking for like emotional support and stuff. They're like, yeah, we'll just keep you around so I can get your money. Like,
It's a
literally,
job.
it's a job.
Yeah, you take turns. It's like, so when am I staying over? Like when am I? You know what I mean? You're like, let me see. On Friday, okay? Oh, no, actually, Friday's taken.
Nines has
Hold on, 2 months time. I'll
Nines
pass
has
you
a
in there.
song. That's like that Nines track where he's talking about he's Tuesday girl, he's Thursday girl. He's just you have a girl for different days of the week.
different days of the week.
Yeah, we couldn't do that over here though.
No, we couldn't.
Oh my
Couldn't,
gosh.
it'd be
No.
Right, final question. Do you have a quick question?
No, because yours is all music stuff. I'm just thinking of like general things.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on, shoot.
Like really stupid stuff. Shoes, Nike or Adidas.
Oh, Adidas.
He's wearing a big.
Yeah. I thought.
Yeah, but no, hold on, because clothes and shoes are different.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
That's why I was saying shoes. So, but yeah.
Adidas shoes over Nike shoes.
Adidas, yeah, because I don't know. I think Adidas. What we used to do growing up is obviously we'll break the bank buying them, and bring our parents back buying them.
That's
then,
so true.
Yeah, and then we wear them a couple of times, blah, 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 and that's it. Or I don't know. I just feel like it's not a waste of money, but it's like I can just wear my own, spend that money on my own brand. But have you noticed that Adidas? It's not that like, even though the brand is like so high, the price is not as high as the brand itself. But Adidas make you like spend so much money on their shoes.
You mean Nike?
I mean Nike. Yeah. It's ridiculous.
Nike shoes right now. We want to get. I was looking at those Cortez Clint's ones. I think they're like 200 or 230.
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy.
That's a music video, bro. That's an album.
That's it.
Yeah, like that's an artwork.
Music thing. Look at artists, bro. Artists relating, equating everything. How many tracks can I record for this item?
Do I really need these shoes?
When we get there, then we can be like, you know what, buy as many as you want.
Yeah.
But now I feel like upcoming artists fall into that trap because they want to look good. I'm like, bro, like
spend that money on studio time.
You look like you're like you look like $2,000, and then your work is like. Shit. Like, you know, because you're not putting money into it, not because you're not a good artist, but because you're not putting the money into it. Because a good sound engineer now wants close to like 100 to spend an hour with you. So you have to spend the money on your work. Yeah.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Fab.
We can
end that one there. Thank you so much for coming on. It's been great to chat to you.
Always.
I'm looking forward to seeing all your bits and bobs that are coming.
Always.
Thank you very much, man.
And thank you to everyone who has tuned in. Of course, we are on YouTube and all podcast platforms. I haven't done this in so long. My brain's just like, what else do we say?
Twitter, Instagram,
make sure to follow Slight Motif on all social media
TikTok.
platforms.
The TikTok is ringing up.
TikTok.
Cheers.
See y'all soon.
Bye.